Namaste, I am Santosh Lakshman. I am the store karta of Ghatkopar Big Bazaar. We have just come out of Spark. Kishorji recently made an announcement saying that Big Bazaar is going to change after 17 years. We have also learned that we are going to communicate this on a very largest manner to the customers and to our store teams. Me and my team have a lot of questions. I just want to understand what is this change about? How are we going to change? What we as a store karta need to do? So we have Sadashiv sir with us to answer all these questions.
Sundarji, namaste.
Namaste sir. My first question to you is, what does Har Din lowest price mean?
Like you heard in Chennai, Big Bazaar is changing. We heard it from Kishorji, we heard it from so many other people. This change is really about making food far more cheaper to many customers. We've coined the word Har Din lowest price, everyday lowest price, and it'll be represented in various languages. Let's look at three things which will change. One, we've identified around 1,500 SKUs to be really the main daily essential SKUs which our customers buy. They are products like you and I know, atta, rice, beverages, biscuits, soaps, shampoos, so many of them. We identified 1,500 SKUs from our database and understanding what people buy every day. Second, we would drop their prices. We dropped their prices by almost 6 to 36%. Third, we made a commitment to ourselves, and that's a promise you and I need to keep, that these prices will have changed forever and they're going to be lowest for the whole year. These are the three big changes. I feel this is a large promise which Big Bazaar is making to its customers. The customers are going to eagerly be looking at us. Our teams, your team, our teams are going to be eagerly looking at us. This change is something which I have never experienced in my life in Big Bazaar, and I think this will continue and be a permanent change for Big Bazaar.
My second question is, what would you say about the importance of Har Din?
Har Din would mean that we are changing forever and we're changing every day. In the past, we have often made prices change for some special events. We've made prices go up and down basis what the store or what the city wants. But this is the big change, Santosh. We believe this change is about a change forever, and it's a promise which you're going to keep every day and every hour. So I think to me it is a very big change to say whatever the pricing we have dropped now should be there every day. I would also like to tell you one more thing. The 1,500 SKUs of you're taken for a price drop doesn't mean that the other products are not getting impacted. The other products, as you are aware, we have always made an effort to be lowest. What we've done with 1,500 is we've identified from what the customers want and gone an extra mile to drop it further. So really it's about the whole portfolio of food and grocery items which we have in Big Bazaar are going to be very cheap. But within that, whatever our customer favorites, whatever are bought more and more every day, the top 1,500 is something which you dropped to a very different level. And that change is there from April 1.
Sir, does that mean, since because of the Har Din lowest price, we won't be celebrating any special days like Mahabachat or Wednesday Bazaar?
Not at all, Santosh. We are very proud of what we have created together and our teams have created together. In this new phase where we have done Har Din lowest price, all these events will have a very different meaning. I can assure you they will now come in a better and a newer format. What would that mean? I think one, we've got perishables as a category, which we now intend to make very large in Wednesday Bazaar. We will be sourcing fruits and vegetables which are seasonal, which are obtained cheap for Wednesday, and really try and make it very affordable and cheap for our customers. We have the home category, we have the fashion category, we have so many other categories which are there beyond food and grocery, which we are going to be sourcing special items for our customers for these events and continue to make it large. Even within the food category, if there are any new launches or if there are own brands or if there are some special buys which our categories have made, they will find a place in all these big events. So frankly, nothing is going away. While we have made a promise that we will be Har Din lowest price, these events will now come in a newer way, in a bigger way, and a far more confident way, because every day we are lowest price, and these events will now get specially sourced products for our customers in abundant form, so that every customer can get it at a very delightful price.
So what would we do if other stores drop prices lower than us?
I think it's a good question, Santosh. We are expecting some of our other players to react. We will be happy that they react. Because frankly, in this whole phase, this new phase of Big Bazaar, we only want one person to win, which is our customer. She's been with us in this whole journey of 16-17 years. We would like the customer to win again. So just in case someone drops prices, looking at our prices, we will be happy to kind of acknowledge that, respect that, and revert back with a lower price than that. Our promise is simple, har din lowest price. So if someone has dropped price lower than us, then it is your and my promise to drop it further and make sure that we are har din lowest price.
That's amazing, sir. So what would be the range of price drop?
We've figured out that our price drop will be in the range of 6 to 36%. There are certain products, especially in our own brand portfolio, where we can have much larger discounts than these. But on average, the range will be from 6 to 36%.
What are that 1500 articles we are talking about in Hardin lowest price?
So we've been very careful to know that the 1500 article captures every requirement of every Indian household who shops with us from whatever data we have. We found out that 1500 SKUs, in fact 1000 SKUs covers most of the daily essential which any household, irrespective of community, religion, location, city, will shop with us or will shop with any of the neighborhood stores. Our belief is we've added another 500 SKUs to them, and we believe that this basket of 1500 SKUs will cover every requirement of every Indian household. That is the list. The specific list will be provided to your store and all the other stores of Big Bazaar. But rest assured, Santosh, these SKUs will cover every requirement of any Indian household who's going to be shopping with Big Bazaar.
What is the calculation of savings of 2000 crore?
So this is our estimation of the minimum savings we will be driving as Big Bazaar in the country. Honestly, we don't intend to break it down to your Ghatkopar store or any other store. The belief is it's large. It is something which will make every household sit up and say that my bill has gone down by anywhere between 20% to 36%. It'll make the customer know that something has changed in the bill. Our promise is really that. When we did this breakup, we actually looked at many factors. We looked at what is it that the customer shop with us, how much will she shop more, what are the new customers who are going to come, what is the product mix of prices we have. Someone will start buying more soap with us, someone will start buying more tea and biscuits, someone will start buying more rice with us. You are aware that not many people buy rice as much as we would like. With the entire range of rice and with all the varieties of rice now under the promise of Hardin lowest price, we believe many people will come and buy rice. So overall, when we did this whole scenario building, we feel that the minimum discount which we'll save for the country as Big Bazaar would be around 2000 crores. What it matters to the store is really to go back and make sure that you are sticking to the promise of Hardin lowest price, and we should ask our customers whether they had a variable impact in the bill, whether it did feel a change. I think that's when you and me can be going back rest assured saying we are in the right space.
What if a customer finds a product cheaper than our store?
It's quite likely. Because she also shops in some other places. We have taken great pains and great effort. We've interacted with all the categories across all the 14 regions, taken all their feedback, especially in markets where we have a lot of other players, to make sure that our pricing is the lowest. But there could be an unlikely chance of someone customer coming and saying, I bought something cheaper. We are very clear that we will not let her go unsatisfied. As we going to be talking later, we have a price match also as a feature for her to be rest assured. So as I told you earlier, if there's a product which is cheaper, we will kind of encourage her to use the price match and get that difference. Secondly, we will make sure that the price is changing from that day onwards to match that lowest price. So that we are going to be reacting in both ways.
Will we refund in that scenario?
We will be using the price match feature. As you are aware, we will be now starting to talk a lot more about price match to our customers. It is a tool which belongs to the customer. It is the tool for her to keep check on our pricing, to make sure that we are never failing in our promise. We will be encouraging as many customers to use the price match. I think it is a very simple feature added on the Future Pay wallet. All you have to do is kind of have that feature, scan your bill. There is a check which is happening in the background on all the advertised prices of various formats, whether they have a physical store or they have an online store, and whatever the difference is refunded. But my personal confidence, Santosh, is once we go into the Hardin lowest price promise, the amount which the customer will get on price match will be lower, because our belief is, and your belief is, that we will be matching the lowest price. However, having said that, if there is any customer who indeed finds something cheaper than us, then I think it is a right to meet a promise and give that refund back on the price match feature. So that is the plan which we have on giving the refund back.
Sir, how have you managed all these things?
I suppose you're referring to how we're going to manage lowest prices on 1500 SKUs every day, permanently changing for the whole year. Well, I think there are many factors which have contributed to it. As you're aware, we have made sure that we've identified those 1500 SKUs in a very careful manner. All our category teams are completely committed to kind of ensuring that we buy them in bulk, buy them in abundance so that they can be seen in your stores. We have encouraged our vendor partners to be part of this movement. This is a movement of making 1,500 SKUs available cheaper to the whole country, and our vendor partners, the early signs are they're more than willing to kind of partner in it, because they realize that when we do this, there'll be many more customers buying many more times into their baskets. So that's the first thing we have done. Second, what has come to our advantage when we speak to our vendor partners is, it is not only about Big Bazaar. As you are aware, Santosh, we have Big Bazaar, we have Easy Day, we have Nilgiris, we have Heritage. We also are present in Paytm, Amazon, and our presence is all over. We kind of made sure that we go together with vendor partners saying it is not only Big Bazaar, this is a wide scale distribution. So all the convergence of demand at one place is making them look like a very sizable portfolio which they should back. They are loving this whole scale which we are able to present, and they are also responding very well in terms of offering us the best prices. Third, Big Bazaar's own, which is the FCL portfolio. There is an end-to-end supply chain. The tomato ketchup which comes to you as a KVI, frankly, is bought well in advance from the farms, goes to our own factory in Bangalore, gets produced at very, very, very minimal cost, gets transported along with every other merchandise which we have, saves on distribution costs, and then reaches our store. So our own brands from FCL will make sure that we kind of flog this entire end-to-end supply chain and are making available within the 1,500 SKUs, many of the SKUs at very, very reasonable prices. Fourth, seasonal products and perishable products. I think we've started predicting them much better. There is this whole thought to say we buy to create demand. So the moment you not look at just the numbers, sales numbers which are happening, but really go and buy in bulk, we are managing to get a good 2 to 3% cheaper than anyone else in the retail space. Our supply chain, which is run by our own group company, I think it's a consolidated supply chain. It's not that they are taking something from FCL, they're taking something from your Mumbai warehouse. I think everything is coming together in one warehouse. The logistic and transportation cost is significantly reduced. What has also helped us is after the GST introduction, a lot of modern trade and especially the larger and earlier players like Big Bazaar have benefited strongly. I think both of us have been witness to it. We are kind of riding that wave. That wave is still continuing, where more and more customers are moving in, especially from India, to moving into organized formats like Big Bazaar. We are using that as a momentum to go further on it. I think there has been a conscious step given by Kishorji for us to say, when you're getting into this large change in Big Bazaar using the food and grocery portfolio, be ruthless on bad costs. So every cost element where we felt that could be removed, could be changed, could be a process could be added to reduce it. I think there's a whole team monitoring it, and most of the team are working with you in the zone to be ruthless about those bad costs and remove it. The good cost will stay, because our experience which you provide to our customers will remain. But there were a lot of costs which we thought could be costs which can be dispensed off with. We've identified, and then we're going off from that. Overall, Santosh, I feel, to your question, it's a larger movement. It is not one category, it is not one product, it is not one team, it is not the store, it is not the zonal office, it is not the home office. I think what started as a clarion call given by Kishorji in Chennai, though we have started work on it many, many months ago, it's become a movement. Our movement is, we will go and make sure that Big Bazaar has changed. Our promise of Har Din lowest price remains. We will be cheaper every day. While we'll be cheaper across the portfolio of products which Big Bazaar has, 1,500 SKUs which we believe goes into every Indian household, we will go and work harder to drop the prices further and further, and the moment the price drop is obtained, we'll pass it to the customer. So I think it's a larger movement. Many teams are chipping in. We are having some wonderful ideas coming from various sources. Even categories who are not directly associated, be it the apparel team, be it the home team, also gearing up to say, this is what we would like to partner. These are our two of our ideas. So overall, I see Har Din lowest price, this change which Kishorji referred to in Chennai, is a larger movement. I think for us is to really make sure that movement becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. So and we should not end, I think it will never end, till we have many more customers shopping at Big Bazaar. It's a continuous, permanent journey, and I really feel we should only make this momentum larger and larger.
Thank you, sir. You answered all my questions. So in case if I have any other questions, can I reach out to you?
Yes, please do that.
Thank you, sir.